Hey there, South Jersey. I'm Pete Thompson with the Cape May County Herald, and this is Under Review. Under Review brought to you by the Burke Motor Group, home of the best price guarantee. Real quick, we want to thank Dave and Francie Burke from the Burke Motor Group for their commitment and recognizing how important local high school sports are to the community. And for this first Under Review of the winter sports season, we're going to focus on basketball, as we have not one, not two, but 5 sets of highlights for you, plus 5 of our Super 6 schools are represented as well. Just a reminder that our Super 6 schools are Ocean City, Cape May Tech, Middle Township, Lower Cape May, Wildwood Catholic, and Wildwood. We will start things off with highlights from opening night last Friday as the Cape May Tech boys are on the road at Lower Cape May. Caper Tigers lost 12 games last season by 6 points or less, so hoping for bigger and better things this winter. First quarter on the run, number 12 Pat Holden to number 42 Aaron Cottrell. Cottrell converts inside for the fast break finish, 2-zip Lower Cape May early. At the far end, number 12 in green, Jack O'Donnell to number 33, Drew Roach for a count the basket plus the foul. Cape May Tech has an answer. The Hawks jump out to a 7-2 lead, in fact, but then number 12, Holden, dials one up from long distance. Pat Holden, a coach's son, and the nephew of current lower coach Scott Holden, gets the Caper Tigers back within 2. Later in the first, Tech up by 2, and number 24, Ray Abbott, spots number 12, Jack O'Donnell, cutting to the hoop. 19 points for Jack O'Donnell as Cape May Tech leads 17-11 after 1. Second quarter action now. The Hawks build on that lead as number 3 in green is Josh Wright. A team-high 25 points for Josh Wright, and Cape May Tech leads by 8 at 25-17. But lower with an ace in their sleeve, if you will, and that's Pat Holden. 3-ball, good. A game-high 35 points for Pat Holden, including 5 threes, as Lower wins it 72-68. Caper Tigers start the season off right with a win at home last Friday night. Moving on now to the weekend, and for Dave DeWeese and the Wildwood Catholic boys, that's a matchup in the Ocean City PBA tip-off tournament against Burlington City. First quarter, number 23, Charles Fields with the steal, and he finishes with the jam. Charles Fields with the first points of the ball game. Later in the first, number 32 in white, Taj Thweet for the Crusaders. Count the basket plus the foul. 20 points off the bench for the freshman. Wildwood Catholic leads by 11 after 1. Second quarter now, and the Crusaders continue to use defense to fuel their offense. Off the steal, number 21, Caleb Fields for 3. 15 points for Caleb Fields. Wildwood Catholic leads by 18 at the half. And one more highlight to show you is number 2, Trey Smith, drives baseline and gets to the cup. 11 points for Trey Smith, 74-50 the final. The Wildwood Catholic Crusaders sending notice early that they will be a force to be reckoned with this winter as they start out 1-0. Thanks to Mike Frankel from SNJ Today for these highlights, by the way. Mike Frankel also providing us highlights from the Wildwood boys on the road at Clayton. Scott McCracken's Warriors should be much improved this season. First quarter, number 14, Tyler Tomlin for 3 for Wildwood. The Warriors lead by 5, 15-10 after 1. Second quarter now, number 20 in maroon is Trayvon Young. Young for 3. Wildwood leads by 17 at the half. We'll move ahead to the third quarter now, and number 23, Kion Flanders finishes on the layup. 27 points for Flanders on the night, and don't forget Young. He also converts the layup for 2 of his game-high 29 points. Wildwood leads this one by as much as 20. But would you believe, as Maxwell Smart used to say, Clayton doesn't quit. Clippers fight all the way back. They win this one 85-84. A great start but a not-so-great finish for the Warriors. They lose. They fall to 1-1 on the season. Our final set of boys highlights for week number 1 feature Middle Township on the road and inside the very tiny gym at Wildwood Catholic. First quarter, number 5, Zach Thomas for Middle drives and kicks it out to number 3, Corey Holton for the baseline jumper. 10 points in the game for Corey Holton. At the near end, number 23, Charles Fields to number 21, Caleb Fields for 2. The Fields brothers, they are juniors. They finish with 12 and 13 points respectively. Wildwood Catholic up 24-11 after 1. Second quarter now, number 2, Trey Smith gets the outside game working. Smith for 3 of his 11 points, and Wildwood Catholic really starting to pull away. Middle does try to stop the onslaught though. Number 0, Juan Illa, a team-high 12 points for Juan Illa, but the guy that's really turning heads so far this winter is number 32 for the Crusaders, Taj Thweet. 6'5", freshman center with a game-high 19 points as he can play on the low block or drift outside and knock down a jumper as well. 81-55 the final. One of five Crusader players to finish this one in double figures as Wildwood Catholic improves to 2-0. Middle falls to 1-2. Here are some other notable boys scores from the first week of high school hoops as Middle Township wins 62-39 at Apsagami last Friday night to open the season. That's career win number 1 for new Panthers coach Anthony Farmer. Cam Hamer, 18 points for Middle in the win. Ocean City wins big at Vineland last Friday night, 61-25. Luciano Lebrano, 20 points. Last Saturday, Cape May Tech wins by 6, 50-44 at Pinelands. Ray Abbott with 18 for the Hawks. And on Monday, Lower Cape May is victorious at Apsagami, 71-65. Pat Holden, 25 points for the Caper Tigers. That's boys basketball. In girls action, a great one is Middle Township at home against Wildwood Catholic, a rivalry game between two United Division teams for sure. And off the opening tick, the Crusaders in blue show they are not fooling around as number 23, Ashley Jackson with the steal ahead to number 32, Brielle Herbert. Herbert gets Wildwood Catholic on the board. Still at the far end, Herbert to number 33, Caitlin McMullen. The net barely moves as McMullen tickles the twine. Wildwood Catholic jumps out to a 5-0 lead. But Middle counters, number 32, Allison Hunter for 2. Hunter with some senior leadership and 14 points for Middle in this one. And later, it's Hunter to number 4, Jenna Hurley. Hurley cuts the deficit to just 1 as it's 5-4. The big weapon for Wildwood Catholic in this one, often McMullen, off the feed from Lauren Moretti. McMullen finishes the game with a team-high 18 points. 4 quarters, not enough in this one though. Middle Township comes out on top 51-49 in overtime. Jenna Hurley with 17 or game high 24 points in the fourth quarter as Middle still without Bridget Ruskey. They're awaiting her return from injury. Victoria London, the last big basket for Middle too. The Panthers win. They improved to 2-1 on the season. Wildwood Catholic comes close but falls to 2-1 on the young season as well. Let's check out some other girls' scores now as Wildwood wins big in their season opener, 52-25 at home against Shalleck. The sisters McCracken combined for 41 of those 52 points. Maddie McCracken, 21. Mackenzie McCracken with 20. Lower Cape May also wins last Friday night, 43-37 at Millville. Olivia Levin, 18 points for Lower Cape May. Wildwood Catholic edges out Mainland in Linwood, 58-54 the final there. Brielle Herbert leads the way with 18 points. And the Ocean City girls, they win big over Middle Township in 38-18, sort of payback for last year's Cal Tourney final game. Michaela Baker, 11 points for OC. Jenna Hurley, 13 points for Middle. Of course, again, no Bridget Ruskey in that one. That's last Friday night's action. On Saturday, Middle wins big over Millville, 56-36. Kyra Sides with 16 points. Wildwood Wildwood Catholic, no problem with Atlantic Christian. The Crusaders win 57-35. Brielle Herbert, 23 points. Finally, the Lower Cape May girls win 44-38 at home over Absegami on Monday night. Olivia Levin, 19 points. That is girls basketball. For you loyal watchers of Under Review, do you remember this? Does this picture look familiar? It's from Steph Sell and I last December as we first kicked off this whole Under Review project by spending some time together at the Boardwalk Basketball Classic in Wildwood. Well, guess where Steph and I are going to be next week? Yes, if you guessed the Wildwoods Convention Center, you are correct. We plan to take a new picture, but in the meantime, if you see Steph out and about at your event, please go up and tell her good job. She shoots all the highlights that you see here. She also does all the editing and putting it all together, so we literally cannot bring you this segment without Steph Sella. Also, if you have a story idea or suggestion, you can email me. That's at pthompson@cmcherald.com, pthompson@cmcherald.com. And for faster scores and news, you can find us on Facebook at Cape May County Sports. Click like on that page. We are on Twitter as well by going to @CMC Herald Sports. Again, this is week number 1 for Under Review for the winter sports season. We plan to be with you with a fresh episode each and every Wednesday now through the winter sports season. And yes, next week we will mix in some swimming and wrestling for you as well. Once again, Under Review brought to you by the fine folks at the Burke Motor Group, home of the best price guarantee. We hope to see you right back here next Wednesday for more Under Review. In the meantime, thanks for watching.